The Environ range of original products is designed specifically to protect the skin from an ever-increasing hostile environment and also to act proactively in the preservation of youthful skin. While topical applications are the best way to treat skin, we cannot get the full benefit because the horny layer of the skin acts as a barrier to minimize penetration of chemicals through the skin. I knew that topical applications work. Just look at the changes we have produced. But I reasoned, if we could get even greater amounts of the essential vitamins A, C, E, and beta-carotene and other active molecules into the skin, then we would get even better results. I also knew that iontophoresis offered a way to get ionized vitamins through the skin, so initially I used a simple galvanic current to push vitamin A and C into the skin. As you can see from our early trials, we could make an important difference to chickenpox scars. But I wanted more. I knew that modulation of the current could increase the amount of vitamins that I needed in the skin. I also knew that iontophoresis has a limitation. It basically only works for molecules that can be ionized. That is why I looked at low frequency sonophoresis. With sonophoresis, one uses sound to create pores through the skin or cavitation in the lipid bilayers, which then allows better penetration of even large molecules. Most people have concentrated on high-energy ultrasound, which has its dangers. On the other hand, research done by prestigious units has shown that sound which babies can hear produces much better cavitation and better penetration through the skin. These sounds are safer and used also by dolphins. In 1997, I knew the electrical properties and the sound I wanted to use. And since a machine with these qualities had not yet been created, I designed a machine which is being patented and is called the Ionzyme DF Machine. With the Ionzyme machine, we could start treating people with truly active treatment that made differences that were obvious to patients within 2 to 3 treatments. The Environ Facial Treatment is vastly different from the standard facial done by some skincare therapists. Our focus is on the penetration of active molecules rather than just a simple, luxurious experience. Welcome to Cape Town, South Africa, and Fulela, the home of the Environ Skincare Institute. Fulela is a Cape Dutch-style house where I conduct my research and also where Environ educational courses are held regularly. We're going to demonstrate the method of using sonophoresis and iontophoresis that we have found is most successful. However, before we can use this special equipment, we have to prepare the skin so that it will conduct electricity as efficiently as possible and maximize cavitation with low-frequency sonophoresis. The first step is to pre-cleanse the skin with aquatrol or sebutrol, which facilitates the removal of surface debris and excess oil. Massage into the skin for approximately 2 minutes. Then add Claytech mask and massage over the aquatrol, preferably using steam at the same time. Steaming the skin will increase the circulation as well as augment the hydration of the skin, which in turn will intensify electrical conductance. Claytech mask is particularly useful in gently microabrading the surface of the horny layer. This removes surface debris and prepares the horny layer to become more permeable for penetration of the active ingredients. Next, remove Claytech mask with damp sponges. The eye makeup remover may be applied, if necessary, to the eye area as a compress and left on for 2 to 3 minutes. This is both a soothing and effective way to remove eye makeup. Now wash the skin using the cleansing gel. The skin has to be as clean as possible before a treatment. We have to ensure that there are no oils on the surface of the skin because that will impede iontophoresis and dampen down the effects of sonophoresis. Then tone the skin using the alpha toner mild or forte depending on the quality of the skin. The skin is now in an optimum condition to accept the intensive part of the treatment. The Ionzyme DF machine should now be switched on. First press the main power switch for the machine, then flip the sonophoresis toggle switch upwards, and finally push the toggle switch up for iontophoresis. Make sure the output indicator toggle is pointing to the left towards sonophoresis so that the electrical current will go through the sonoprobe. Also make sure that the correct polarity is being used. We are using Mars Crystal here, which is excellent for sun-damaged, mature and pigmented skins. You could use Sequel, retinol intensive or other Environ salon treatment products. We only work on a small area at a time, so apply the chosen treatment to the area of choice. Give the passive pole to your client, ensuring that the sponge is wet. Apply the conductive gel or original moisture gel to the probe head and place the probe on the skin. In reality, the probe does not directly touch the skin. The minute layer of gel between the probe and skin acts as the transmitting layer, and the probe should slide easily on the skin. Depress the sonophoresis foot pedal and you should hear the signal sound. Now switch on iontophoresis and slowly increase to about 0.4 to 0.6 milliamps at maximum. Treat sections of the skin individually by applying the active ingredient only to the area that will be treated. Work exclusively in that area for a minimum of 3 minutes. By concentrating on small areas, one can make the treatment more intensive. The interval between the treatments ensures that the ceramic in the sonophoresis probe does not overheat. You may choose to only work on specific areas depending on the client's needs. The combination of iontophoresis and sonophoresis ensures the most effective development of cavitation in the lipid bilayers. Cavitation develops fairly rapidly with low-level sonophoresis, but we need at least 3 minutes of treatment in each selected area, and I suggest that you treat the face in the pattern as indicated in the chart. 5 minutes may work better than 3 minutes. The algae mask is an excellent way to complete the Environ Facial Treatment. It prevents water loss from the skin and maximizes penetration. Keep in mind that the microchannels created by sonophoresis stay open for up to an hour after treatment, and even more active product can be absorbed. Mix the mask in a rubber mixing bowl. We usually use 3 measures of powder to 3 measures of filtered water at a tepid temperature. Don't make the water too warm, otherwise the mask sets too quickly. Start application of the mask from the forehead and spread the mask over the treated area. The mask acts in 3 ways. As it sets, it absorbs heat. It also helps to restore natural skin pH and aids in hydration of the skin. For the most intense and full Environ Facial Treatment, as we do it at the Environ Skincare Institute, we now use the algae mask for iontophoresis treatment. The mask has made a perfect interface with the skin and is an excellent conductor of electricity. In addition, a moist layer builds up under the mask, which further increases the potential to conduct electricity. The client is given the passive pole and then the current can be switched on. Carefully attach the crocodile clips onto the mask and make sure that they do not make contact with the skin. Then switch the DF machine on from left to right, but this time make sure that the toggle switch points to the right to iontophoresis only. Make sure that the current is at a maximum pulse frequency. The dial can be slowly turned up until the client starts to feel some tingling, and then, after a short while, continue turning up until you get the maximum level. This can usually be achieved even in people with sensitive skins. The ammeter will only show an apparent current of about 1 to 1.2 because it reads only the average of the full current and zero current. The client should be unaware of any discomfort and should not be able to identify any source of the current. This full facial treatment has given us the best results in the shortest space of time at the Environ Skincare Institute. Keep the current switched on for about 20 to 30 minutes to maximize the effects of iontophoresis. Remove the mask. Now apply the hydrating oil capsules or Environ Day Cream of choice and either Environ's Rad or Alpha Day Lotion sunscreen. You could also choose to do the treatment using hazy gauze where you want field iontophoresis, and sonophoresis only on a small area simultaneously. You may wish to treat a specific area, like the crow's feet under the eyes, with sonophoresis. Apply the active ingredient of choice, add conductive gel or original moisture gel to the sonoprobe, and commence treatment. You cannot hear the real active sound because it is just above audible sound. We use the sonophoresis for 5 to 10 minutes in any one area. We have now chosen serum sequel for this client, which we paint on fairly thickly. Usually half a bottle is enough to cover the face, neck and décolleté. Cover the treated area with hazy gauze, which has been pre-soaked in filtered water, and cut it appropriately so that the gauze is in full contact with the skin. Attach the clips to the gauze about 2 centimeters from the headband. The clip should rest lightly on the headband. Apply conductive gel to the clips and then liberally paint over the gauze using original moisture gel. You could also use conductive gel. Prepare for iontophoresis on negative intermittent current for 20 minutes. The current can be taken to a maximum milliamps without discomfort, which means that more ions can penetrate into the skin. Switch on the components of your machine from left to right, but this time make sure that the output select toggle faces to the right. Once the treatment has been completed, remove the gauze and discard. You may now massage the excess into the skin. The Environ Facial is suitable for skin types 1 to 6. This film has shown you how versatile the Ionzyme DF Machine is, and we are sure this machine will make major changes to the lives of your clients with photo damage, problem and scarred skins, and also give you another benefit from Environ.